Welcome back, football fanatics, to the channel where we don't just talk football, we live it. And if you're anything like me, you're already counting down the days, hours, and agonizing seconds until the 2026 NFL Draft. But here's the burning question that's been keeping me up at night. Are we on the cusp of witnessing a quarterback revolution, or are we simply setting ourselves up for another round of dashed hopes and shattered dreams? Because let's be real, the NFL is a quarterback league, and the desperation for a franchise signal caller is palpable. As September gives way to October and the college football season hits its stride, the whispers about the 2026 draft class are growing into a roar. Today, we're diving headfirst into our latest exclusive first-round mock draft, hot off the presses from October 13th, 2025. And let me tell you, if this mock draft is any indication, the future of the league is about to get a whole lot more interesting and a whole lot more unpredictable. We're talking about a draft class that could redefine several franchises, with 3 quarterbacks projected to land in the top 10 alone. But will these young guns truly be the saviors their future teams desperately need, or will they become just another cautionary tale in the annals of NFL history? Let's break it down, pick by agonizing pick, and see what the crystal ball reveals for 2026. The quarterback carousel, a desperate search for a savior. The narrative of the NFL is often written by its quarterbacks, and if our latest mock draft is to be believed, 2026 will be no exception. The top of the board is absolutely stacked with signal callers, each carrying the weight of a franchise's future on their shoulders. Kicking things off at number 1, the New Orleans Saints are projected to select Fernando Mendoza, QB, Indiana. Now, Mendoza, a transfer from Cal, has been nothing short of sensational in Bloomington. 5 games in, he's completing a staggering 73% of his passes with 16 touchdowns, and he's showing the kind of mobility that makes defensive coordinators sweat. The Saints, unless their second-round rookie Tyler Shaw pulls off a miracle, are in dire need of a long-term answer under center. Mendoza's early brilliance has rocketed him into the conversation for the top pick, and you can almost feel the hope emanating from the Big Easy. Right behind them, at number 2, the New York Jets are eyeing Lenore Sellers, QB, South Carolina. Justin Fields might have signed with the Jets in the offseason, but he hasn't exactly convinced the faithful that he's the future. Sellers brings a similar dynamic skill set, a highly mobile quarterback who ran for 674 yards last season, but with a cannon for an arm to boot. Imagine the possibilities, the sheer excitement of a quarterback who can extend plays with his legs and then unleash a deep ball. The Jets' faithful are yearning for stability, and Sellers could be the electrifying answer. But the quarterback drama doesn't stop there. Down at pick number 7, the Las Vegas Raiders are projected to grab Garrett Nussmeier, QB, LSU. Geno Smith might be holding the fort for now, but the Raiders are always on the hunt for that long-term solution. Nussmeier is a classic pocket passer, lauded for his precision and a strong arm that can make every throw. In a division with Patrick Mahomes, the Raiders need a quarterback who can go toe-to-toe, and Nussmeier offers that traditional high-ceiling passing game. And then, the intrigue deepens. At pick 18, the Los Angeles Rams, via the Falcons, are looking at Dante Moore, QB, Oregon. Moore has shown remarkable improvement since his transfer from UCLA 2 years ago, completing nearly 75% of his passes with 14 touchdowns, plus contributing with his legs. With Matthew Stafford at 37, battling minor injuries, the Rams are wisely looking to the future. Moore represents a fresh start, a new era for a team that's always looking to stay competitive. Perhaps the most talked about name in college football, Arch Manning, QB, Texas, finds himself sliding to pick 26 with the Indianapolis Colts. The narrative writes itself, Manning following in his Uncle Peyton's legendary footsteps in Indy. But the early returns on Manning this season have been, shall we say, corrected. Completing just 60% of his passes with 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions in 5 games, as the Longhorns have tumbled out of the top 25, raises some serious questions. Is this a temporary blip or a sign of the immense pressure The Colts would be taking a calculated risk, banking on the pedigree and potential over the current performance. Finally, at pick 27, the Pittsburgh Steelers are projected to take John Mateer, QB, Oklahoma. Mateer, who threw for 29 touchdowns at Washington State last season, started brilliantly for Oklahoma before a hand injury sidelined him. With Aaron Rodgers nearing retirement, the Steelers will undoubtedly be in the market for a new leader. Mateer offers a high-octane passing game, but his injury history will be a critical factor. 3 quarterbacks in the top 10, 6 in the first round. This isn't just a draft, it's a gamble, a high-stakes poker game where franchises are betting their futures on these young men. The pressure is immense, the expectations even higher. Fortifying the trenches. The unsung heroes, while quarterbacks grab the headlines, championships are often won in the trenches. This mock draft highlights a clear focus on building from the inside out, with several top picks dedicated to bolstering offensive and defensive lines. The Tennessee Titans at pick 3 are projected to take Ruben Bain Jr. D. Miami FL. Bain continues his stellar performance for the Hurricanes with 3.5 sacks in 5 games this season. After focusing on offense in 2025, the Titans are wisely shifting their attention to the defensive side, seeking an elite pass rusher who can disrupt opposing offenses. The Cleveland Browns at pick 4 are looking to solidify their offensive line with Spencer Fano, OT Utah. Regardless of whether Dylan Gabriel or Shadur Sanders proves to be their long-term quarterback, protecting him is paramount. Fano, a 6'6" powerhouse, is a strong candidate to provide that crucial protection. Baltimore's defense has taken a hit, and at pick 6, the Ravens are targeting Peter Woods, DL Clemson. Woods, with 8.5 sacks last season, has the potential to become an elite pass rusher, addressing a significant question mark on their defensive line. The Cincinnati Bengals, reeling from another serious Joe Burrow injury this season, are projected to shore up their offensive line at pick 9 with Caleb Lamu, OT Utah. Lamu brings extensive experience at left tackle and has excelled for the Utes, a critical need for a team that needs to keep its star quarterback upright. Further down the board, the Houston Texans continue to address their offensive line woes with Caden Proctor, OT, Alabama at pick 11. The massive Proctor, weighing over 350 pounds, could be a dominant force in the NFL, providing much-needed stability. The Arizona Cardinals also look to their offensive line at pick 16 with Francis Mauigoa, OT Miami, FL, an excellent option for right tackle to complement Paris Johnson. The Washington Commanders are projected to take Mateo Uiagalelei, DE, Oregon at pick 19, addressing the exodus of talent on their defensive line. Uiagalelei's 10.5 sacks last season and for this year speak volumes about his disruptive potential. The Dallas Cowboys at pick 12 are eyeing Keldrick Falk, DE Auburn, and later at pick 22 Arvell Reese, LB Ohio State, to reinforce their front seven, especially after the departure of Micah Parsons. These picks might not be as flashy as a quarterback, but they are the bedrock of any successful NFL team. They represent the grit, the power, and the strategic foresight required to build a contender. Skill position powerhouses and defensive backfield boosts beyond the trenches, and under center, the draft board is rich with talent at the skill positions and in the defensive backfield, promising to inject speed, athleticism, and playmaking ability across the league. The Miami Dolphins at pick 5 are looking to replace a potential departing Tyreek Hill with Jordan Tyson, WR Arizona State. Tyson, a 6-foot, 2-red zone threat, has 7 touchdowns in 5 games this season, building on his 10 scores last year. Imagine the explosive potential he brings to an already dynamic Dolphins offense. The New York Giants, having focused heavily on offense in recent drafts, are projected to pivot to defense at pick 8 with Jermud McCoy, CB, Tennessee. Despite a potential ACL tear that could sideline him for all of 2025, McCoy remains arguably the top-rated cornerback, a testament to his elite talent and the Giants' desperate need for secondary help. The Carolina Panthers, after bolstering their front seven, are looking to the back end of their defense with Caleb Downs, Ohio State, at pick 10. touchdowns, an All-American last season after transferring from Alabama, is off to a strong start in 2025, offering a much-needed boost to the Panthers' secondary. The Minnesota Vikings are projected to rejuvenate their secondary with Avion Terrell, CB, Clemson at pick 17. Terrell was a playmaker last season with 12 passes defended and 2 interceptions, and he's already racked up 6 passes defended in 5 games this year. The Kansas City Chiefs, facing the potential swan song of Travis Kelce, are looking to the future at tight end with Kenyon Sadiq, TE, Oregon at pick 20. Sadiq has started strong with 204 yards and 3 touchdowns in 5 games, a potential heir apparent to a Hall of Fame career. The Los Angeles Rams doubled down on their secondary at pick 21 with Mansour Delane, CB LSU. Delane, a transfer from Virginia Tech, was a ball hawk last season with 4 interceptions and is proving his worth at LSU this year, addressing the Rams' early season struggles at cornerback. The Cleveland Browns, regardless of their quarterback situation, are almost certain to seek offensive help, and at pick 23, they find it in Denzel Boston, WR Washington. The 6'4" Boston is a perfect fit as a boundary receiver, with 9 touchdowns last year and 4 this season. The Philadelphia Eagles, with star wideout A.J. Brown seemingly discontent, could look beyond him despite his guaranteed money. At pick 32, they're projected to take NYCK Harbor, WR South Carolina. Harbor, a 6'5" elite, deep threat averaging 20 yards per reception this season, offers a similar profile and could be a dynamic replacement. These players represent the explosive plays, the lockdown coverage, and the game-changing moments that electrify stadiums. Their impact, though different from a quarterback's, is equally vital to a team's success. The road ahead. High stakes and unanswered questions, so there you have it, football fanatics, our first comprehensive look at the potential landscape of the 2026 NFL Draft. From the desperate search for franchise quarterbacks to the crucial reinforcements along the offensive and defensive lines, and the injection of electrifying talent at the skill positions, this draft class promises to be one for the ages. But as we gaze into this crystal ball, remember, this is just the beginning. College seasons will unfold, injuries will occur, and draft stocks will soar and plummet. Will Fernando Mendoza continue his meteoric rise? Or will the pressure of being the potential number 1 pick become too much? Can Arch Manning overcome his early struggles and truly live up to the legendary name he carries? Will the teams desperate for a quarterback find their savior? Or will they be left wondering what could have been? The stakes couldn't be higher. For these young men, it's the culmination of a lifetime of dreams. For these NFL franchises, it's the chance to reshape their destiny. And for us, the fans, it's the thrilling, unpredictable journey of watching the future of football unfold before our very eyes. What do you think, nation? Which pick excites you the most? Which team made the smartest move? And who do you think took the biggest gamble? Drop your thoughts, your predictions, and your wildest draft day scenarios in the comments below. We want to hear every single one of them. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of the NFL, do us a huge favor. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a moment of our exclusive coverage. Your engagement fuels this channel, and we can't wait to continue this journey with you.